Okay, so today is new shoe day, new cycling shoe day. And these are the Specialized Torch, S-Works Torch lace-ups. Bum, 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 bum. They were on sale. Black is the only color they have, which is not my first choice, but can't go wrong with black. They're on sale for $200, down from $350, and the Specialized shoes in the normal sizes don't really go on sale, so any sale you get is good on normal sizes. And I say normal because I'm saying that my feet are normal. They're 41.5, which sounds small, but they're 8.5, 9s. I like my shoes snug. The Torch shoes now are 4 millimeters wider than the S-Works 7. So I guess these are S-Works 8. Why I should know that is because if you look behind me, I've got like the Smithsonian collection of S-Works, Specialized S-Works shoes. And here they are. So here is the box. The nice thing about S-Works shoes is it comes with always, again, I have so many back there, these really slick, this really slick carrying bag, which I use them for all kinds of random stuff, aside from shoes. And hopefully these fit well. So here's the shoe. And I'll show you what it is compared to I guess these are my other collection of S-Works shoes. So S-Works 7. These were made of Dyneema and had the Boa aluminum body Boa, which was sweet because you didn't have to pull to release. It's bi-directional. Love those Boas. The only shoe I believe that has that. And then they put that into the Torch, and the difference between the 7. Well, this is like a history of S-Works shoes. I should probably use the same size shoe. The difference is they used Dyneema on this, which is probably cost prohibitive, and they realized it was a little too expensive given the benefit. Dyneema is one of the strongest man-made fibers, tensile strength, stronger than steel apparently. And so what they did with going from the S-Works 7 to the S-Works Torch, there's no number anymore, is they got rid of the Velcro over the toe, instep toe, and not instep, but over your toe, because they found that was unnecessary, and they widened the Torch 4 foot by 4 millimeters. And when they came out with that idea, I was like, oh no, I'm not gonna like it, because I have normal width feet, but low volume. So I like my shoe snug. But after that, I started doing barefoot training and kind of realized the benefit of having your foot being able to spread out. I tried Bonds. Bonds were designed. Okay, so that was a little embarrassing. My ran out memory card. And to the difference in the S-Works 7 and 6 is the S-Works 7, they went to Dyneema, made it a little bit lighter, made it a little fancier, went to the double bidirectional Boa. But they also, people complained about the S-Works 6 heel cup being too tight, which I love. I have narrow heels, and I love the fact that this, like, really, I mean, you can really see how it's molded on this shoe. Actually, you can't see in the camera, but in real life, you see it's actually really kind of comes in right here. It's very, very narrow here. Maybe you can see it. And what they did on the 7 is made it not as vice-like. And you can kind of see it in the opening towards the heel. This has a narrower opening at the heel point, and this has a wider one. So in the iteration, they lost that heel cup, which I loved in the 6 to the 7, got some other features to it, and made it less breathable, which made this a little bit warmer. And so the S-Works Torch, which would be technically this S-Works 7, they made the 4 foot wider by 4 millimeters. They kind of opened up the heel cup even more, which kind of freaked me out in the sense that I didn't really want it. And the whites were sold out forever. It took me a year and a half. I gave up on looking for it, but one day towards the end of COVID, I had a tab open for these shoes and it popped up and I'm like, dude, you've been looking at them for almost over 2 years for the whites to come in stock. They're in stock. Grab them, even at full price. One thing I like about this shoe is, again, it's a squarer front, and it has a nice little rubber toe guard, which none of the shoes had, and I frequently would rub the front. So that brings us to the modern era of the Torch S-Works Torch shoe, and here are the two variants. Should I do the same side? The S-Works Torch and the S-Works Torch lace up. From what I can tell, this is just an unboxing. It's actually, I actually kept the cardboard in here. The one nagging thing, only thing I didn't like about the shoe from the manufacturing standpoint was it kind of curled on the tongue on the inside. And I kept the cardboard to try to flatten that out. And it's still kind of curved. This one's better, but the left foot still has this kind of, you're not gonna be able to see it, but it kind of curves, rolls up on the tongue. And I imagine if I got my foot in there the wrong way, it would fold the seam. There's a thicker material over the top step, and it's thinner material here, and that part rolls inward. And I imagine if I got my foot in there quickly, it could roll, and when you cinch down the boa, it would create a stress point. Why I told you that, I'm not sure, but that's the only complaint I had about the shoe from a manufacturing standpoint. Everything else, top notch. I only use these for race day. Which is kind of nice to be able to have a $450 pair of shoes just for race day. And I train in my 7s. I have 2 pairs of 7s. Why I have 2 pairs of 7s? Kind of the same thing. I kind of alternate my shoes. Side note, I started riding my 6s because they're still holding up, and I have the floating cleats on them since I'm a track sprinter. I like on road days to have some little float. So here we're back again to the lace. You're probably really annoyed about my review. It seems to me that it's narrower in the opening because it has the same cardboard in it. Getting into the lacing, the OG and modern lace up road shoe is the Giro Empire. And its claim to fame was it was Taylor Finney's shoe that he used to set the pursuit record, and he won the pursuit world championship on these. And it's theoretically more aerodynamic, though if you watch Alex Dowsett's deep dive into aerodynamic shoes, the Giro EC90, one of their mountain bike shoes, is actually more aerodynamic than Simmons shoes, which are full carbon fiber all the way to the top, no laces, bows on the bottom. Totally counterintuitive. That's why I love aerodynamics, because it's so counterintuitive. That said, it is a sleeker shoe when you have your shoe cover over, and I'm a track sprinter. So this is the reason why I'm going to try this. I want to try these to see how they fit. One thing I did not like about the Giro Empire is several things. Heel cup slipped. I've tried different things to try to tighten it up, even used gaffer's tape to kind of give you texture so your heel wouldn't slip out. Didn't really work. It's narrow. It's a narrow shoe. There's not much, where this is supposed to be wider in the forefront, there's no wiggle room for your toes, which in the old days I would like, but now I kind of appreciate the wiggle room. And the other claim to fame is this thing is wicked light. It is extremely light. It has their lightest sole at the time, the EC90 SLX. Titanium screws for the replaceable heel heel tab, which is pretty cool. And supposedly, I think the torches have the same thing, because people complained about this shoe not having a replaceable heel. I need to take this insole out because I used the blue ones anyway. And there is a screw, but it's not as dope as Giro's titanium screws that held this in. Like the concept, the other thing I did not like about these was, ironically, the laces. The laces would slip and you'd have to double knot them, and I just didn't like them, and I was about to give up on the shoe. And at the same time, I started re-wearing these. I saw these in a bin, and I'm like, I'm gonna try these again. 10-cent solution to a $1,000 problem: buy new shoelaces. I just Googled on Amazon the top laces, and these round ones are supposed to be dope. They don't slip, and if these laces suck, I've got a black pair of the whatever laces these were. I'll have to find them and share a link and put them on here. That's like the one takeaway of this odyssey of this shoe, is I discovered, dude, you can replace shoelaces. It costs nothing, and it really can dramatically change how a shoe operates. That said, I'm gonna try. This is an unboxing. I'll try these and let you know how they are, but they are super, super nice. Incredibly light. And to that, probably not so accurate on carpet. It is 172 grams per shoe, actually. I'm going to be all scientific about it. 186 with an insole. You know, cleats, 20 cleats. I don't know how much cleat it is. What did I say? 186. This is the Giro with their. The other cool thing about the Giro is that they have these really cool insoles that you can change the arch on them. It was a nice little snub to specialize, because you had to pay extra, $20 extra, $30 extra for their insoles, aside from their really flat ones that they give you. So 227 grams for the Giro, complete with a cleat. Just so I don't have to stop and redo this. Here's a cleat with all the stuff away. Hardware. Missing. Okay. 38 grams for the hardware. Insole. 227. They're both the same. That's funny. 227 for S-Works torch lace up versus the Giro Empire with a cleat. Exact same black cleat. Spot on, down to the gram, 227. That's pretty funny. Yeah, but it's a nice looking shoe. I can see I already like the shape, because it's basically the same last as the torch, and I've raced this to success. So we shall see. Okay, so I just tried these on with race socks on, race thickness socks. Like I said, I have low volume feet, normal width. Feels good, length is perfect, it's the exact same 41.5 that I've been using literally for years, in this shoe. I might switch out the laces to my super dope round ones. But feels good. Heel cup is tight, but there's enough wiggle room in the 4 foot that is going to give you that comfort for your feet to splay out when you're doing a maximal effort. Digging it. Thanks for watching.